Hello guys, welcome back to King of Pest Nation channel. As always, hit the like button and make sure you are subscribing to the channel as well as turn on the post notification bell. After so many requests, I want to show you the tactic and formation I used to achieve top 18 in eFootball division. Now, let's dive deep into the playstyle I'm using. The coach is Deschamps and the playstyle is Lombard Counter. With the Shams, you'll get 88 proficiency playstyle. With this playstyle, it is very important to maintain a solid defensive setup to avoid getting caught on counter. Now, if you look at my back five, I use deeper defensive line and a compact width. Look at the Costa Curta, look at Tomiyasu, look at Nesta, Maldini. They are very compact. They are into each other. You can see they're very, very close to each other. So you need that compactness and also deeper defensive line. You can see they're closer to my goalkeeper, which is Peter Cech. With Peter Cech, you need defensive goalkeeper. Actually, any type of goalkeeper is fine, but I prefer defensive goalkeeper because they tend to stay at their goalpost, right? Now, with this formation, you can stop high pressing team and explore the space they leave behind. Also, you need to play the ball quickly, make fast transition from defense to attack by playing direct passes, either by long pass or through pass, through balls, right? Guys, trust me, with this play style is very effective because it can catch your opponent off guard, especially if they are pressing up high the pitch. I want to show you the players that I'm using to execute this play style. I'm using 4 defensive fullback: Costa Curta, Tomiyasu, Maldini, and Wan Bissaka. I love this play style because they do not join the attack. 99% of the time, they tend to stay back and provide stability at the backline. Again, these players are the best at what they do. I prefer Tomiyasu, Maldini, Wan Bissaka, and Costa Curta. We have other players like Arau, Thuram, Begomi, which you can use in place of these guys if you don't have them. But personally, I like Costa Curta, Tomiyasu, Maldini, and Wan Bissaka. I do have Begomi and Thuram, but I feel Wan Bissaka does the job better. Let's move to the last player, which is Nesta. I'm using a destroyer. Destroyer, I like destroyers because they are persistent and they win the ball through hard tackling and they press aggressively. Again, with destroyers, you need at least one in your back five because they will always try to win the ball back aggressively. So with this, you need at least one destroyer in your back five. You can use 2 as well, it's fine. But I prefer 1. Let's move to the midfield. I'm using 2 DMFs, Vieira and Kimmich. Vieira, we all know Vieira is Mr. AKA Mr. No Nonsense. With Vieira, he can do everything you want on the pitch. This guy, are you talking about intercepting the passes? Are you talking about blocking? Are you talking about area balls? This guy does everything perfectly. There's no one like Vieira basically in the game. You can use Davids if you don't have Vieira in his position, or Makalele. But again, those guys, they are short, and with the gameplay now, I see most of my opponents playing long balls. So you need that tall guys to win the area ball comfortably. I'm not saying Makalele won't do the same job, but the chances of Makalele winning the area ball is very low than Vieira. Okay. Now I'm using Orchestrator, which is Kimmich, as his partner. Again, I like this play style because they tend to always drop back to initiate the attack from defense. Basically, they help both defensively and offensively. And they are very good in delivering long passes and short passes as well. Okay, we move to my AMF, the attacking midfielder. Number one option is O player. I love this play style because they are very offensive minded and constantly making runs to the opposition box. You can, if you don't have Cruyff, you can go for Kaka. Kaka is similar to Cruyff. If you don't have those two, then you can go for creative playmaker. With creative playmaker, I prefer Platini. With Platini, he acts similar to Cruyff, but Platini tends to drop back a little to initiate the attack, right? With my attackers, I will go with advanced striker. Again, this position is very crucial. You need advanced striker in your team to execute this formation. Why I love advanced striker is they always exploit the space behind the opponent. Okay, I'm using Ulit as my second striker. With Ulit is the jack of all trades. This guy can do everything perfectly. He can finish up chances. He can bring down any air ball, and he's fast as well. So now let's go to my sub. I'm using Martinelli, who is a prolific winger. Prolific winger, they tends to drop back and receive passes or run into space the opponents leave behind, right? So they are basically similar to advanced striker. The next one is Rummenigge. You know Rummenigge. You know what Rummenigge can do. Owen, Saviola, they are all advanced strikers. I mentioned Platini earlier on. Ones is an old player. It's similar to Cruyff as well, but I prefer Kaka as the second option, the Ones as the third, if you don't have Cruyff and Kaka. Then I use B2B, which is box to box. I substitute him for Kimmich, and Rafael Leao. I use him as a CF. He's very good at that position. With Edgar Davids, substitute him for Vieira if Vieira is running low on stamina. And with Begomi, Puyol, Van Dijk, they are my options for defensive players, right? For instance, Nesta don't have high stamina, so I bring him whoever is in form, either Puyol, Van Dijk for Nesta, or Begomi for Wan Bissaka. Again, for me, these are the players that are perfect in executing this formation. All right. Thank you very much, guys. Until next time, everyone, goodbye. Ciao, adios. See you all again very soon.